One, go. Have you ever felt the need for a little pick-me-up right away in the morning, but it turns into a take-me-down? Many of us know the feeling of needing a little caffeine in the morning or throughout the day in order to be productive. But when does the need become harmful to our health? For me, caffeine is an important part of my life. I have experienced having too little and too much caffeine, but I've learned to consume a safe amount to positively affect my daily life. Caffeine has more of an effect on our daily lives than just energizing us in the morning. Today, I'm going to explain the different effects that caffeine has on us, including the positive and negative effects. I will also explain how to safely consume caffeine in order to benefit your life. Caffeine is what many people consider their daily starter in the morning. It wakes them up and gets them ready for the day, but what other benefits does caffeine have? Daily consumption of caffeine can have many positive effects in both the body and mind. It can help cheer a person up or vitalize them after a late or restless night. Also, its effects can help and protect against certain symptoms of some diseases. When consumed, caffeine helps to energize, increase alertness, and improve cognitive function and mood. Sai Krupadas mentioned in the article, "How does caffeine give us energy?" for Tufts Now, that caffeine blocks specific receptors in your brain which promote the feelings of drowsiness and sleepiness. Because of this block, people feel energized and alert. Mood and cognitive function also benefits from the consumption of caffeine because of the increased energy and alertness. An article written by Rodak, Kokot, and Kratz explained how caffeine's positive effects can be seen in patients with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. A lower risk of Alzheimer's disease, as well as a reduction in the generation of amyloid beta, is associated with the daily consumption of caffeine. The same is true for Parkinson's disease. Research is even being done on how caffeine could potentially treat Parkinson's disease and how it can increase the effect of Parkinson's medication. Along with the positive effects, there is always the possibility of being negatively affected by the daily consumption of caffeine. As I have mentioned earlier, caffeine can have many positive effects, both mentally and physically. But at the same time, it can negatively affect both of these elements. Caffeine and anxiety are often associated with one another. Caffeine is known to cause anxiety-like symptoms, and it is difficult for the mind to tell the difference between actual anxiety and the effects of caffeine. According to Anthea Levi's article, "Everything You Need to Know About Anxiety and Caffeine," there is even a specific type of anxiety called caffeine-induced anxiety. There are also negative physical effects linked with the consumption of caffeine. Similar to anxiety symptoms, caffeine can cause shakiness, increased heart and breathing rate, and even an elevated risk of panic attacks. Typically, these symptoms are felt when consuming large amounts of caffeine at a time, but people sensitive to the effects of caffeine may experience them after having only a small portion of caffeine. Although consuming caffeine daily has the risk of unpleasant results, there are ways to use it in order to benefit your life. Consuming caffeine safely is something everyone should be informed on. Knowing the recommended daily limit, along with knowing how your body responds to caffeine, is important to fully feel the benefits of caffeine. Mayo Clinic states, "Up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day appears to be safe for most healthy adults. This does vary depending on a person's sensitivity to caffeine. 400 milligrams of caffeine is the equivalent of 2 energy drinks or about 4 cups of coffee." One of the easiest ways to use caffeine to your benefit is to ingest it before or during physical activity. An article written by Rudy Marr for Healthline described how caffeine has the potential to improve muscle performance and increase fat loss. Caffeine activates the central nervous system and helps with the lipolysis, which can lead to better muscle performance and fat loss. Also, caffeine has been found to raise endurance levels in athletes. Between positive and negative effects of caffeine, it is always possible to find a happy medium of consumption in order to benefit your health. Overall, caffeine can benefit you in your daily life, but can also quickly become harmful if used incorrectly. Caffeine has more of an effect on our daily lives than just energizing us in the morning. As you move into the future consuming caffeine, think about the ways you can balance your life by using caffeine in a beneficial way to your health.